Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ask an Action Coach. As always, I am Joseph Muenich from Action Coach of Wisconsin, and I am here with Coach Jackie Zach. Jackie is a certified executive and business coach with Action Coach of Wisconsin, and today we're super excited to be back. How are you doing today, Jackie?
Doing great. Hello, everyone.
So this week, the question is from me. I've been to a number of networking events, and on Friday, we had a wonderful speaker who talked all about the fact that you have to differentiate yourself from your competition. And I know that we talk about that at Action Coach as well. And so many people often say the thing that makes me different is my customer service. But it seems like that's something everybody can say. And so, Jackie, my question is, what is it about customer service that is a differentiator?
Excellent. Thank you for the question. That's an excellent question because I hear the same thing all the time too. So one of the things I hear a lot is we have great customer service. Yet my experience is when I'm out and about and around that the majority of people do not. So if people say they have great customer service, yet when the actual experience is not very good, then they don't have great customer service. So the way I like to think about this is, what is that customer experience? What is the customer experience they have with buying from you? Whether you are business to business and you're buying in a professional setting, or you're a consumer and you're buying in a personal setting, the customer experience has to be a great one in order for people to come back. So what does that really mean, right? I'll give you two examples. The first one, what is of a customer experience that was terrible. Um, I went to buy a gift card for somebody who, it was their birthday, or they were leaving, I think, and they wanted, I mean, as a going away gift, we all went in together and we were going to buy from a local merchant in the same mall that my store was in. So we went in to go buy the gift card, and apparently taking gift cards or creating a gift card was really hard for the owner in this store, and he complained the entire time, and it was too hard, and why do people buy gift cards, and here we were other merchants in the mall, and he was talking about this. So we went along, we continued our purchase even though we weren't too happy about it. um, and then when the person who received the gift card went in to use it, they were asked to use the entire amount because it was too hard for them to break the amounts up. And she did not want to use the entire amount. She wanted to come back a second time or a third time even and use it over time. And he said no. So what happened there was none of us bought from that person again because they made it too hard for us to buy, and the experience was a terrible one. In my own personal store, one of the things that we did was for a few years, we had no real direct competition. And, 4 years in, direct competition came in directly across the street from us. And if you walked out our door, you turned to the right, they were right there. So they were nice and close, and there was nothing I could do about that. But one of the things that I could do something about was, what was the experience the customer was having when buying from me, all the way from the beginning, as they were walking through the courtyard of the mall, as they were looking at the outside of the store, coming in, how were they greeted? Did they have fun while they were there? What was their experience? And we spent a lot of time looking at the experience from the customer's point of view. So a couple things, right? Was it easy, and was the pathway clear to get to our front door? When you're standing there, was the door clean? Were the decals on the door in perfect, or were there spots missing? So that was the very first step. And then once they came in, what was the experience like? Did they have fun? Did they enjoy themselves? Was it interactive? right? So with olive oil, it's pretty easy. We had them tasted, we talked about how to use it and things like that. But it was a real experience for the customer. The lesson for me there was that it took competition coming across the street from me for me to even look at my business from a customer experience point of view. And we really did a pretty good job of giving the customer a great experience. But what I realized is we weren't 100%, and we had a lot of areas to improve. So the question for you all out there is, as a business, what is the experience your customer has with you? And is it a great one? Because if the customer experience is a terrible one or a bad one, they are not going to come back. And if it's not a fun one or an enjoyable one, or you make it easy, if you have a business that deals when people are sad or grieving or something like that, was it as easy as it could be for them to buy from you and to continue to be a customer? So that's my tip for today. Take a look at what the customer experience in your business is, and from start to finish, from a customer's point of view, and what makes you unique about that experience. So
I, I love that you shared that it was a direct competitor coming into your market or across the street that really made you stop and take a look at that customer experience. And your first story reminds me of other opportunities for businesses that I've been to that they've lost my business because they made it hard to buy from them. It really resonates. And this week we're going to offer something a little different. If you're watching this and you're thinking, boy, I wonder what my customer experience is like, we'd like to offer you an opportunity to be secretly shopped by Action Coach of Wisconsin. And then we'll sit down and talk to you. Jackie will schedule a session with you via Zoom, or maybe even in your store if it's appropriate and clean, where she could talk to you about the customer experience that we're seeing and some possible places to increase that customer experience. And as always, if you have a question you'd like to ask an Action Coach, you can put that in the comments section, or you can private message me or Jackie. If you want to take advantage of our offer this week, just go ahead and private message us or let us know in the comments section. So great stories, Jackie. I appreciate your experience, especially your personal experience, so much. So thank you.
excellent. Thank you.
Have a great week, and we'll talk to you all next week.